everybody. Welcome to part 3 of the questions and answers session. Here's the first question. How has doing YouTube consistently for the last year or so changed your schedule? Love you guys. Well, thank you. We love you too. So, I would say definitely requires a lot more time, a lot more than one would imagine. People just say, oh, you film your cat, put it on YouTube, it's easy. It's like, no, even before I edited stuff, it was a lot of work having to upload, trying to time stuff out. The best thing that I discovered is quite a simple feature on YouTube that allows you to schedule stuff ahead of time and release it on a schedule. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. So I don't have to upload it or sit down and upload stuff the time I want them to be posted. Change of positions. I guess I'm being too loud for them. So just takes a lot more time, right? But that's okay. It's a constructive thing, so I like it. I have a few IT questions. Can you help? Of course. Go ahead and reboot your computer first. What is Cinnabon's favorite TV show? We don't watch a whole lot of TV, but I would have to say the more two recent ones would be Mandalorian and Better Call Saul. I had a cockatiel who lived for Reading Rainbow. I'm guessing that's a bird. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that right. Reading Rainbow, great show. Congrats, Cinnabon Lex. My question, what's your next firearm purchase, Lex? I really don't know. I'd have to say probably an M16. Excuse me, not M16. It'll be more of an AR-15. I have a video actually in progress on it. I'm still not sure about the lower, what I'm going to do there. I want an M16A1 type build, but I think I'm going to have to go with an A2 lower. But it'll be a Colt AR-15, and it'll look like a Vietnam era M16A1. I'll do a video on it, assuming it gets ever finished. So it's more of a project than an all-around purchase. My question is, aside from the vet, what other places has Cinnabon visited? That's pretty much the vet. I haven't taken him anywhere else, aside from just walking around the property and stuff. The Dollar Tree, your parents' house, the park, just random thought, because I'm sure out is not a good idea at this time. You're totally right. It's not a good time anytime with it. Most cats hate travel. Some like it, though. Actually, no, there's a young woman at work that puts her cat in like a kitty backpack and walks around with the cat, and it's pretty funny. Just imagining that. If circumstances require you to move far away from his current territory, would you bring Cinnabon with you? Oh, absolutely. If I had to move for whatever reason, he would be coming with me no matter what. Even if I have to move to like a small apartment somewhere, which I would probably never do, but you never know. Isn't it an absolutely fantastic feeling being so loved and giving love to Cinnabon? Oh, it totally is. Absolutely. 100%. It's nice having a pet. Have you seen the original and new Pet Sematary movies and or read the book? If so, what did you think about them? I haven't. I'm sorry. I should have probably looked it up before even reading this, so I apologize. I have not heard of it, but I'll try to look into it since you've recommended it. Do you think you've converted your parents or brother to Camp Cat? That is, do they will adopt a cat in the future? I should probably proofread these before I read them. Whatever. I don't know. My mom sent me photos of a cat that her and my dad had put food out and fed. A really beautiful, fluffy cat. I'll go ahead and show you some pictures of it. So that was pretty cool. They put out some bologna for the cat. So I kind of hint at him a little bit, like, maybe you should adopt it. You should get a cat. I have said it before. My brother, I don't think so. He's more of a dog person, kind of like I said I used to be. Sometimes people let their kids watch your channel because it looks safe and it's about cats. But then unexpected talk about cocaine led to the kids asking about it. Asking, why is your kid on the internet is a little unfair. Okay. What if parents want them to watch kids' cartoon and something bad they saw did not expect? Well, okay, my channel is not made for kids, and I've said that before. When kids watch cartoons on TV, those cartoons I have a fine comb through them, making sure there's no talk about cocaine, sex, drugs, alcohol, excessive firearms content, blood. And this channel is, I've almost every Q&A session I open up, not this one because this is a several parter, but with analytics, and most people that watch this are between I'd say 20s and 40s, 50s. And YouTube really doesn't even allow people you have to be 13 with parental consent to even have a YouTube account, 13 to 18 or 13 to 17, and you need your parents' permission to have a YouTube account. Of course, kids find ways around stuff, but just because a couple sit through doesn't mean I'm going to change my entire content. There's mostly adults watch this, so thank you. And as far as kids that watch it with their parents, parents really need to keep an eye on what their kids are doing on the internet. I mean, take it from me, my brother is anxiety where I know more than most about what kind of sick people are online. You really got to watch your kids, okay? And you'll say, oh, you're not a parent. You're not a parent. Okay, well, just letting you know you should watch what your kids are doing because they're probably getting into things they shouldn't. And this channel basically is, yes, about a cat. But and my profile picture is me holding a German G36, basically. Not really an assault rifle, but, you know, you get the picture. It looks like one. So it's really not for kids. I realize it's about a cat, but nature can be rough too. They're watching National Geographic because there's cute little baby like lions on it, and then all of a sudden they see mommy and daddy lion ripping apart an animal. I mean, then you have to explain to them why that's going on. So anyway, internet's a weird place. There's people recording cats and talking about guns and cocaine. So what can I say? Lex, now that you are a cat person, do you watch any cat rescue channels? I really don't. A lot of people send me links to cat stuff, but I really spend so much time building this channel up and filming Cinnabon and spending time with Cinnabon and on top of everything else in life that I really don't have a lot of time for other cat content, unfortunately. Because I do watch a little bit of some, like I think Butters the Bean is one. It's really cute, but I don't see a whole lot, unfortunately. But from what I do see, they're pretty cool videos out there. I remember one. Oh, it's terrible. I'm pretty sure they clipped it together. It's faked, but somebody had a dog, and the dog had a really long, nasty fart, and there was a cat that was up on top of a shelf, and the cat looked really nauseous and puked right after the dog did that. But I'm pretty sure they cut it together like that, but I still died watching that. It was so funny. Any chance Cinnabon pouted after he returned from your road trip? No, surprisingly, my parents said he was a little pouty while I was gone and they were watching him. But when I came back, the day I came back, he pretty much acted like I just came back from work. It was like nothing happened. Maybe he just wanted me to think that. Do you really wake up every morning at 4 to 5 a.m. every morning to let Cinnabon out? Yeah, he gets up pretty early. I would say, not every morning, but most mornings I'm up at like 4 or 5 or 6, whatever it is, letting him out if he wants out. Which doesn't really bother me. I fall right back asleep, no problem. It's just part of the routine now, I guess. Cinnabon is always either inside your house or waiting at the back door. Has he greeted you outside in front of your house? Very rarely, sometimes. He usually doesn't stick around in the front of the house, but he has before. He has caught me on my way out to work, too, in the front yard and yelled at me. Of course, I want to ask you to show us a video or photo for privacy reasons, but I'm just wondering, even if you let him outside, he actually stays close to your property. Yeah, he pretty much does. I think sometimes he goes off. I'm sure he goes to my neighbor's yards. I've talked to them about that before, and it's all cool. But he's normally pretty close. Usually when I shout for him at night, and then he doesn't respond or come back, I'll check back 10 minutes later. He'll be there, so he probably heard me or just maybe happened to be back. So how long did it take for him to start jumping on you? That's a good question. I really don't remember. Probably it's happened quicker than I thought. I would have to say probably a few months at most after we passed the threshold of him coming inside and letting me pet him. Of course, that was the longest thing, but it was pretty quickly. He got acclimated pretty quickly after that milestone. Favorite beer? Fantasy Vacation. Wow, I don't even remember this question, but I'm glad that's a good one. My favorite beer, I would have to say, I don't think I have any left in my refrigerator, but I really like Sheboygan Blood Orange. I think I have a can. Let's go. Let's find it. Two Hearted's a good one. Two Hearted. Here we go. This one's empty. Sheboygan Blood Orange. Good stuff. My dad and I actually had one recently. We were talking about it, how it has a perfect balance of sweetness. The other one I like is a Two Hearted. I think I have one of those. Watch out, buddy. I'm opening the refrigerator to show people Daddy's beer collection. Yeah. This is my go-to. You gotta be careful drinking this when you're out, though, because they're pretty heavy. When you drink one of those, it's basically like drinking 2 normal beers. So you gotta be careful. As far as favorite dream vacation, oh man, dream vacation or fantasy vacation, basically the same thing. Probably Vietnam or Cambodia. For several reasons. One is the U.S. dollar would carry you very far over there. In Cambodia, you can actually rent machine guns and rocket launchers that are ranged there, and it just looks like such a fun time. It just looks like a fun place. I would want to go with a guide, but More realistic fantasy vacation, not even a fantasy, would be Ireland to meet a buddy of mine. Since wisdom often comes with age, that's mostly true. I still make poor choices sometimes, but whatever. What advice would you give your younger self if you could? If I could give my younger self advice, besides buy Bitcoin, I would say just, I don't know. I don't want to get too personal, right? I would say just be very careful. I don't know. Just be very careful. And that's pretty much it. Maybe, I don't know. Cinnabon, you want outside? You're getting sick of these questions and answers. You want to go outside already? Okay. Let's see if he wants to go out. We can answer the rest of these questions without Cinnabon, I guess, since he doesn't really need to be in these. Yeah, I know you want to see him, but oh well. I know you have a brother. How about a sister? Blah, blah, blah. Nephew, nieces. Yeah, that's very personal. Oh, this is from Mama Susie. Okay, I like Mama Susie. I really enjoy your comments, so it's always nice reading what you're doing and what kind of trouble you're getting into, and just teasing. But no, I have one brother, and you've seen him before, Anxiety War. It's funny because a lot of you have watched both of our channels not realizing we're brothers until you see him in one of my videos or me in one of his, and it's kind of funny. Being a 73-year-old mama, I think towards family things. Oh, absolutely, that's a good thing. You may have answered before, but being new, I may have missed it. I had subscribed to your brothers months before I even knew he had a family on here. Dodo is how I found you. Oh, that's cool. The Dodo they've been the best to work with, too. You get approached by a lot of people. A lot of them are out to screw you, so you have to be very careful. These people that say, you sign a contract to be our partner. They try to entice you. That's all BS. You avoid that like the plague. But Dodo are just so nice, and they make really cool videos, especially the Dodo Kids video. There's a video actually intended for kids, and when you watch it, you'll find out it's just so innocent and a great video. So, for those of you with kids, my channel is not the best unless you are right there with them, but send your kids over to Dodo Kids. I'll go ahead and put a link to their video or their videos in my description. Dodo Kids have an excellent channel. So they actually did a video about us too with Dodo and Dodo Kids. I like the fact your brother saved the kids. My point in mentioning it is that you and Zach, my brother, are very caring young men. Well, thank you very much, Mama Susie. Glad to know your family on here. Yep, and my mom mentions you too, and she likes your comments as well. Thanks for sharing, Cinnabon. You really have helped me when I was having hard days with my husband's stroke. My heart goes out to both of you. You let me babble on and on. I wouldn't call it babbling. I call it conversation, but I do that too. I'm doing that right now. I do it in all my videos, but it's okay. Watching Cinnabon was so soothing. Hugs. Well, thank you, Mama Susie. If Cinnabon were a human, what kind of personality temperament do you think you'd have? Ooh, that's interesting. I think he'd be very lazy and relaxed, and also kind of irritable too, which is just like how he is sometimes. But he's normally pretty relaxed. We have time for a few more questions in this video. I don't want to make them too long because then my phone can't handle it. It causes a bunch of problems. I'm having to delete other videos and photos from my phone, and that's just a first world problem. But okay. Will you get a bigger cat tree for Cinnabon? Oh yeah, I've been looking at various places. If I do get a bigger one, I know exactly where it's going to go to. Actually, I have a couple places, I think. But yeah, I think that's going to happen. I don't know when. Maybe Christmas, if I can wait that long. If somebody broke into your home and for some reason you didn't have a weapon, but okay, if for some reason you didn't have a weapon, do you think Cinnabon would defend you and run and hide like my cats would? I almost guarantee you he would run and hide, man. I mean, even if I yell or stomp or something, not directed at Cinnabon, if I just do something loud, he's gone. He's at the door. He wants out. I don't think he would attack anybody. How did Cinnabon react when you came home from Minnesota? Oh, I guess, sorry, moving too fast. Moving back to the last question, I've seen videos of cats attacking like people's babysitters and stuff, which is hilarious, but I don't think Cinnabon would do that. How did Cinnabon react when he came home from Minnesota? Just like I mentioned a little bit before in this video, he acted almost like I wasn't even gone when I came home. I guess my parents said he was really sad when I was gone, which I believe in, of course, and he was kind of looking around the house, meowing for me. Okay, the question goes further on. Was he excited more than when you get home from work, or not much different? Really, it wasn't much different. It was as if I was just gone for the day at work, which was kind of funny. I was surprised by that, actually. Okay, actually, I want to do two more questions. As I read on, they're just getting more cool and interesting. Any story behind those Irish German flags, pins, magnets on your fridge? Oh yeah, I put weird magnets on my fridge, like when people are over, they just stare at it, trying to figure out what the heck, what is going on in my head. Because I got weird stuff. The German magnet, I just like stuff from Germany. Irish magnet, I have a friend in Germany, or excuse me, that. I have a friend in Germany, Ireland, and I have a little Irish. The pins, the magnets, a lot of the magnets, pins, stickers are from my brother's channel. He has a lot of merch on his channel. And so it's just a lot of fun stuff. Some of the stuff, I have a very, very dark sense of humor, and you get a tip of the iceberg on this channel, believe me. So there's some offensive magnets on my refrigerator too, with like Stalin on it and the leader of North Korea. Bad people. But it was interesting to me. I guess I like history, and I like to show that, I suppose. Last question, a very, very, very important question. Does pineapple belong in pizza? My answer is, I would keep it G. No, absolutely not. I cannot stand pineapple on pizza. I don't like fruit in salad, and I don't like fruit mixed with meat for some reason. I don't like fruit with anything else but fruit and ice cream. That's pretty much it. I cannot stand fruit. It doesn't belong with a lot of stuff. So, no, I'm not a fruit pizza person. No way. I like anchovies, green olives, and mushrooms on pizza, which is disgusting to a lot of people. But hey, different strokes for different folks, right? Well, thank you all so much for watching this video. We'll do probably 2 more. I think we have, based on the momentum of questions coming in, we'll probably do 2 more Q&A videos. And they're fun, and they're not very difficult. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Meow.